Greetings comrades, Soviet Gaming here. Today we're taking a look at the new Dimensional, well, upcoming Dimensional, Leonardo. Here he is. The skills will be in the Discord, so you can join there to read them. I will just talk about how they work and how they can work together with other characters. I think you guys are more interested on how to use him other than what does he do. You can read that anyway everywhere, so that's not a problem. So right, this is a mage and he is a control role, so don't expect a lot of damage from him, although he can do quite a good damage, not significant, not a carry. Alright, his main ability is art attack that kind of splashes the paint on the two random enemies, and they will get lower tenacity and dodge that will allow you to hit them if they are dodged on the high deficit and such, and that will do some damage to them. Then when the guy will get hit, he will evacuate. So basically that together with the signature item allows him not to be one-shotted, so he can't get more than 10% of his max health attack. If it will be higher, it will be lower to 10% max health, and then he will evacuate. And then if you have engravings on him, he will put a cannon in and shoot the enemies, so that's pretty cool. Cannons, basically AoE attack that also does 3-second stun, which is really cool. And his ultimate work of art, he puts targets who are covered in paint from the art attack in the frames basically, and those guys will take additional damage if you have the exclusive furniture, and they will be stunned for 8 seconds. So the furniture bonuses for him are additional energy points per enemy who are covered in paint, and then work of art targets who are stunned by it will get 45% more damage for the following 8 seconds, so for the duration of the ultimate. Basically, that works really well together with Ainz team. His Dimensional Ainz team works really well together. I'll explain how a bit later. And overall, it's a really good ability. That's a lot of stuns. So you have the stuns from the cannon, you have the stun from the work of art, you have the art attack, debuff of enemy tenacity and dodge, and moreover, he can kinda get away with evacuation, and that will lower the enemy haste for 5 seconds in the certain radius. Important thing about evacuation ability, I tested it out a little bit, and it needs to be the close range damage, so it can be the range damage, the magic damage. It should be someone attacking him from the close range, like melee range basically. So a lot of abilities that will debuff the enemies. Other signature item bonuses aren't that crazy, they just buffing the damage of the cannon. The further the enemies are, the more damage it does. So that's about it that we have for the skills and the furniture. Oh, right, engravings. E30 will give the cannon ability to be used after the evacuation, and E60, when he uses evacuation, he will receive 50% less damage for the following 5 seconds, so he kinda will be tankier. So it's a pretty good. E30 in my opinion is really good. E60 not that good. He also have a lot of haste on the minor glyphs and magical peers. Some insight here, so the buff will go through and dodge. So the stats here are pretty good as well, so that's kinda interesting. So you might wanna invest in his engraving later on. Not top priority, but keep it in mind. So right, we'll start with the wooden dummy, so you know how the skills look like, and I need to take a look at those as well. So here is a paint splash. The guys who are splashed will have the, you know, that artistic look on them. Okay, that's another paintbrush. Ultimate, there we go. They are in the frame, so now they will receive more damage when they're being attacked. And well, you can't really test something else over here because here's the cannon. So all of those guys got attacked. And there we go. We can't really see that many more skills. His normal attack is just throwing the birdie or wherever. Go with it. There we go. He kind of throws the flying mechanical bird. But yeah, he's on the battlefield. He's in Flora. He's not top in the sky. So guys, first test, actually a boss fight. So I wonder if that ability will be used on the boss. Although, yeah, the paint and the picture, because the picture at 9 furniture will give 45% additional damage. I need to know how often it will work and what will be the uptime of that. So when the twins and Rowan will be up, here we will have different character. I linked him to Saurus, so I can't use Saurus right now. So I'm wondering like if it will work. This is just for the testing purposes. There we go. The boss is in the picture, so that seems that the bonuses should work. All of the boss is not stunned, but he get the effect, so it should work. And as for the timings, it doesn't give you that much. I expected it to be there more often. Yeah, the uptime is really low, so I don't think it's worth it. it needs additional testing with the full upgraded hero in order to figure it out. So Leonardo Da Vinci can be used at the boss fights. The question is how good he will be though. Yeah, like it disappears at 50 seconds. Paint, ultimate, 43 seconds. So it's like 50% uptime, 45 times divided by 2. Something like 23% additional bonus damage, so I don't know if it works consistently. So yeah, it works, screw that, we're done with the boss. So it works on the bosses and that is really interesting, that might open some meta opportunities. So right, let's try him in the combat testing in the different team combinations. Honestly, I think that he is really useful in the Dimensional team, because I mean, that's pretty cool. Obvious, he will buff Ainz damage, but that will be later when we'll get on the team compositions. Right now we gotta use what we have here, and probably we will use, I don't know, I don't want to over DPS everyone, so he will be in the middle, so you will see how the cannon will work. 2 times speed, the enemies are all coming in, there we go, they're all stunned, all the battlefield is stunned when he puts out his cannon. That is really fantastic. I can't really see him evacuating or something, but we will test it out in the guild trials as well. But he did a good job by destroying the enemies, and in terms of the damage he did a fantastic job. So when he is in the middle back position, he will be able to do quite a decent damage. Let's test him in the same fight, but with the more damage dealing hero like Isabella. We know that Isabella destroys enemies completely, so we will see if the damage output will be just as good. Let's times 4. So you guys, I don't really care about the results of this fight, we know that we will win. The painting, they will go, they're all in the frames, well, not all, 2 of them. Isabella is dead, Zikis, and we failed this, oh my god, we are losing this, alright. But anyway, I just want to see the damage output. Zikis did most job, he did the same damage as Isabella, but Zikis because he was the last man standing. So I think his damage output will be kinda even, so that's okay. So let's try one more team over here and see if his damage will be good enough. And then, when it will be over, we will actually test out him in the different team compositions in the guild trials, so we can test different setups there. Alright, use the ultimate. All the enemies are kinda covered in paint right now. There we go, they're all in the portraits, and they will all get insane amount of damage on them, and that's actually pretty fantastic. So we took out the enemies like no problem. Wow. Damage output, not that high, but I think like his main role is in damage. That crowd control, those damage boosts are the main things. Alright guys, now I wanna see if he will evacuate really fast. So I want him to take a lot of damage, and probably that will happen here. I don't know, let's see. And I want to see that he will run away from the battlefield, how it looks. He's taking damage. There we go, crazy damage right there. No evacuation, he just died. What the hell? Alright, let's give it another try. So I want to see him evacuate. Bam! Strong attack. There we go, he evacuates and he puts cannon after the evacuation. So that's important. That might be a good starting position for him. And Raku. Raku is attacking those guys. Bam! That's really good, guys. So yes guys, the evacuation ability will work if you'll be attacked by the melee character, and that's a good starting position if you want to do some debuffs on that enemy basically. But if you want to maximize his stun potential, you want to put him in the middle back position, because that will allow him to use that cannon on everyone. So like you saw a second ago, he evacuated from here over there and the cannon only hit those guys, so he didn't hit the bottom enemies. So yeah, be careful about what you're doing with that guy. So right, the first role, the first team is Ainz team. In Ainz team, he should be really good. We have Raku on the enemy team, that's the second team. Spoilers! So let's put our dimensionals out here. Mr. Ainz over here. We have Merlin over there, and of course you need Albedo. So the idea is that Da Vinci should use his first Da Vinci, so Russian, should use his ability first, his ultimate, then will be Ainz with his ultimate, and that will allow us to increase his damage by Albedo's bonus and by his 45%, and that will just wreck the enemies. So that's the idea. And we will put, I don't know, where is the... we don't have him. Wait, there he is. Arthur. So okay, this is the team that should be like the really good dimensional team here, guys. really nice. You can also slot Robin instead of this one over here for additional energy or something like that, but that's like the basics. Anyway, let's set up the artifacts properly. So for him, we would like to use, for example, the Windbinder, so he will get more energy. And for Ainz, we don't want to use Windbinder this time, so he should ultimate earlier. His ultimate should be later. We don't want haste, so let's go for something like... Let's try Warden of the Arcane. I don't know how it will work. Those guys will get the barricade, so all our guys should be alive and well. And this guy, I don't know, Duras, Cole, whatever. Alright, we'll go against this team instead, because in the last one we got Tessie, and Tessie kinda took this guy away, and that totally defeated the purpose. So the idea is that Da Vinci should use his ultimate first, and then Ainz will release his ultimate. Albedo is dead, what the hell. So there we go, we are really close. Alright. Go, go, go! What the hell? That sucks. Alright, let's go. So, yeah. Merlin's ultimate straight away for the defense. Everybody is alive and well. Alberta is kinda hurting a little bit over there. If Leonardo will use his ultimate right now, bam! There are 3 enemies in the pictures, and now we should have Ainz with his ultimate. And bam! That's crazy damage on the enemy right now. That's what I wanted to see. So we will see how much damage that will do in the end to those enemies, and that will finish them off. Nice. So that's specifically what I wanted to see, and let's take a look at the stats. 58 million damage here. And that guy did half of that damage. So Leonardo Da Vinci is half of Ainz damage, and Ainz ultimate was really good out there. So that kind of buffs Ainz ultimate. That's the first team, guys. First one. Alright, guys, now the second team, that's the Raku team. I'm trying not to use any meta heroes here, so this is just a placeholder. Basically, the main idea that Da Vinci and Raku are together in one team, and his stuns will allow Raku to use his ability to attack stunned enemies. The same with Tessie and so on. You can use several CC in one team, maybe. Not sure, but let's give it a try. Alright, change of plans, new heroes, so the enemies won't do that much damage to us. The idea is that, like, you don't allow enemies to do that many things. You stun them, and then Raku should use the ultimates, and you stun them again with another ability, and Raku just shoots them all over and destroy them. Then Tessie stuns them as well. So this is not the perfect execution, once again, because you can have the different team set up, which is working way better. But the main idea, I showed you how it works. He have a lot of crowd control abilities, and if you can keep him alive, the Raku will wreak havoc on the enemy battlefield, will do a lot of damage. So it needs work, it needs some manual things and placement and everything. Maybe not 2 crowd control heroes, just 1, so you know, I'm just getting overboard over here. But that's another good use for Da Vinci. So other than that, that guy might actually fit in some other teams, because his stun capabilities are really good, and that damage buff is really nice as well, but that's up to you guys to decide, and we will need more time to figure out if he will fit in some specific meta team. But I can see him fitting Ainz team pretty well already, just like that. And guys, if you wanna get him, go to the Dimensional store while it's still available and exchange him here for the resources. Also, I think the patch notes said that he will be available in the Challenger store as well. Yep, exactly, you can get him from the Challenger store, and the price is pretty steep. I think it's 250 Challenger coins per 15 shards, and you need like 60 of those, so it will be 1 million of the Challenger store coins in order to get him, which in my opinion is a really bad deal. So get him just like that, collect resources while you still can. And another way to get him when it will be available a bit later is through the garrison over here, because there are more and more heroes coming over here, but it will take a while before he will appear here. As you can see here, we don't have all the heroes available here yet. Here, oh my god, I'm horrible. So yeah guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, like the video and write me in the comments what do you think about this new hero. I'm really curious about your opinion. While you're going to the comments, like the video, share it with your friends and guildies, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord, guys, nice place to be. I'll be waiting for you over there. And you can check more links like Discord link, how to get AFK Arena on PC, and all other stuff like more hero breakdowns, more tier lists, more guides, everything in the video description. There will be more playlists over there. Thank you very much for watching, guys. That's about it for now. Soviet out. До свидания.